Okay, we are here back. We had hung the mop, as you can see, and now I had fed the fish. I thought you might like to watch them eat here at the Heaven Bound Farm, and they all seem to go crazy for their. These angels just love them wafers, algae wafers. Look at that angel with the. That is a shrimp food. Them little shrimp pellet things. He just held down his mouth till he crumbled it all. But anyway, I put a bunch of them right there because they all just love that stuff. And I'm thinking about, if you all know what kind of shrimp I could put in here, go ahead and leave a comment. What kind I could put in this tank with them. And that way they can eat a lot of this excess feed that I put in here. Because I do put a lot in here to make sure that they all eat. And there's little black angels up there. I just love those little things. And they're doing really good in there. Their water was changed yesterday. Clear down to the top of this rock right here. And we take clear up to here all the way down, which we measured at one time to try to guesstimate about how many gallons of water that we take out of the 150, and they say it's around 100 gallon we take out once a week. Back here's the little corridors. We got them from Jadran Aquatics, in case you never watched one of our older shows. And they are the spotted cories. And I have looked and looked everywhere for some more of those things. And it just broke my heart that we had got them. And I just put them in a regular tank with gravel, like. And they started dying. And their whiskers was gone. Could not, for the life of me, figure out how their whiskers was gone and how they was dying. So I got on the internet and looked. And it said that they're not supposed to be on gravel. That they will lose their whiskers. And of course, crazy me did not know that. And there's a pistis cat. Right there. She or he loves those little shrimp things too. They get their bellies full of it too. Right there, the angels is eating some more. But anyway, they will love that. And how many of your all's cats get on top of your tanks and drink your water out of the filters? Mine does it all the time. With fresh water just put out on over there in their food water bowl. And they still get up here and drink fish water. I guess because it tastes like tuna. But anyway, see how he stays up almost 90% of the time? Or 98% of the time. I got them things to make him go up and down a little bit more. And there is our little tiny golden gourami. And I was aiming to get some more of them to go with that one. That was the only one they had at the time. And then all this broke out. Because we used to take Dennis down there once a month to see his mother. And of course that was an excuse for me to be able to go to the pet shop. Petco and all them. And then we'd go out to eating things. And anyway, I would get a few things down there, which y'all know. Oh, there's the black angels. They just come right up to me, wanting their some more supper. Well, I can't give you any more, honey. There's enough in there for you. But anyway, back there is them. And they stay back here all the time. You hardly ever see them anymore. When they got in this tank, they used to go all over the place. But once they got this tank, it's like I have to make sure I keep feed over here when I feed. So they will have food. Or if not, they would probably starve to death. Them little spotted cories. because they stay right there all the time. Over here. There was 10 of them, and we're down to 6. No, down to 5. And it was due because of their whiskers was gone. We lost half of what we started with. And I wish to God I knew. I never thought to get on the internet and look at stuff before I got them. I just automatically assumed, well, you could just toss them right in your fish tank. But of course I found out. Now some people could put them in with rocks and not a thing happens to them. Other people put them in with rocks and it comes out with my situation. So don't go out and buy sand for your tanks just because mine died on me because of the gravel. Yours might still live and not lose its whiskers. I don't know. But I'm not going to use gravel anymore for fish tanks. I'm sticking to the sand method for the simple fact I don't want that to happen again, because that was just a sad, they had to be starving to death, not being able to eat or anything. But they are doing wonderfully in here now, so thank God for that. Small little miracles. There's that Epistocat. I don't know why he does that at times. He'll go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then the girl must be back there because she's really fat, her stomach. I thought she was going to lay eggs at one time because she dug out places back there. She's got them all dug out now. And she has them over here on this end of the tank too as well. But there's one of the little black angels. Ain't they just darling? I'm hoping my little deal goes through that I've got trying to do anyway. And then I will have super black veil tails. And I seen those things and it put me in the mind of this one. But they are coal black. And so I'm hoping that deal goes through. And that way I can have some more like that one. How big his tail and everything is and his fins when she gets out there all pretty. There she goes. She's getting ready to. She's wanting to strut. You gonna strut for him? Come on. Strut for me. There she goes. See how pretty she is? If she get over here in the light a little bit so you can really see her better. There she goes. And that's the one they call a blue. But they have black ones like that. Coal jet black ones. And them things are gorgeous. But anyway, down here's where she was digging out. But when I cleaned this out last night, I took and ruffled all that up, trying to get some more dirt out of there. Because one thing about a sand tank compared to a gravel tank, you can't gravel, clean your gravel. Clean your sand like you do gravel. Take that thing down there and suck it up and get all the dirt out of the bottom of it and everything like that. So it's kind of hard. And that's the reason why I was wondering if I could get me some shrimp to go in there and eat all that excess feed and stuff. Maybe some fish waste. I don't know if they eat fish waste, but I'm kind of hoping something does so I can get some of that out of there. And then I've watched KG Tropicals, and John on there said something about gas can build up in your sand, and I didn't know that either. I was sitting here one time and seen bubbles coming up out from underneath the sand going up to the top of the water, and I thought, well, I ain't got no air hose over there. And so I watched their shows, and here I be daggone, that can kill your fish if they have a big enough gas bubble. So when I clean it out once a week, I always stick my hands down through the sand, down till I feel the glass, and then kind of break it up and move it around just a little bit here and there. And then I do all this over here, get as close to them rocks as I can and everything. And that way, just in case there are some gas pockets built up in there. And I try to sweep all the poop, fish waste instead of poop, with my hands, you know, with the water, using the water for your broom, and swish it all over here to this pipe that sucks the dirt out of here, and it comes in over there. But that way it will take and get some of that out of there. And then I've been trying to, I took my thing, the big round part off that sucks the gravel up in it, and just used a hose, and I got to suck some up like that fish waste. But when I did that, it also took up some sand. And what I did after we dumped the water out of the bucket, I just took and put the sand back in here. But as you can see, we got 3 Pleco caves, and that come from Thank You Michael's fish room. And I watch him at times, and I used to watch him all the time till I got taking care of my aunt and stuff. But anyway, he has wonderful shows, a guppy guy, and plus he has other fish. And he said to use these plant watering sticks, and he has the thing on one of his shows that he talks about them. You order them off of Amazon. You go on his show and watch it, and you could just click right on it. It takes you right to it. But anyway, I just love those things. One of these days, my Plecos will be in there, and hopefully they'll use those for caves. And then that way I ain't got to have a bunch of stuff piled up in the thing, in the fish tank. They could just use them like that. So far, nobody likes the mop, I don't think. But of course, they're interested in eating, so that could be what it is right now. I think in there's going to be a ham. Every time it sees the camera come, it just goes to swimming. I'm going to call you Hammy. We just love our angel fish, as you could tell. We got a lot of them in there. A lot of people say probably too many in one tank, but we do take 100 gallons of water out at a time every week. Every Friday, 100 gallons of water comes out. That way we make sure that we are having enough water change for them all. And then I'll let you see, I don't want to make this too awful long, but down here is the little corridors. They're doing very well, as you can see. And then right here is one of the Plecos that's going to go in the 150 gallon tank. And these corridors here will go into another tank. They're not going to go in this tank because I don't want them to mate with our spotted ones. And plus I want them to have their own big tank to play in. So eventually we will get them a big tank. So just be in there with us and like and subscribe and enjoy the shows. God bless each and every one of them. Y'all stay safe out there. Bye-bye.